What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. Didi out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. Today on the show, we're going to give you the weirdest stuff we saw on the internet this week because it's honestly my favorite thing to do on the show. We haven't done it in a while, so we're going to do it and going to go through our top 5 celebrity crushes from our childhood. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's the Brunch Breakdown. We got beer, we got music, we got more. Let's get into it. Dan, let everybody know where they can find this thing.
Yeah, everywhere, people. Everywhere. And if you were looking for us on Apple Podcasts last week, you can write a letter to Apple at podcast or podcast@apple.com and blame them for our podcast being delayed a day. But we were there. I trust you. We were there and everywhere else. I know. We were working through it. It was there. But didn't want you to miss out on last week's episode because we were there. Yes, Apple and everywhere else podcasts are available. New episodes every Wednesday, or according to Apple, every Thursday. Follow, subscribe wherever you like to listen. The episode comes straight to you. We also have the video episodes on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify, right in the Spotify app. Those premiere at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, but on demand anytime you'd like to watch after that. We are everywhere on social media as much as we don't want to be, but we are, and we are at Brunch Breakdown. And yes, music. We cap it off each week with what we're listening to. We put that into a playlist. We call that playlist The Sounds of Brunch, and that gets updated on Spotify each and every Friday for your listening pleasure.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get random topics off our chest, and Chris just put some food in his mouth, so it's perfect time to go to him. Chris, let's get it off your chest, my guy.
Let's do it. I am flying by the seat of my pants this week, boys. So I'm going to take the last thing. I got a big list here of just shit I want to say on this podcast.
Holy
Beautiful.
cow, boy. Jeez.
I'm just going to take the most recent thing I put on there. You got to understand that the brain of Chris Gates works in mysterious ways. And when some weird thought comes to me, I put it in my notes. Thank you, Didi. About a month or two ago, Didi said, you got to document this shit. So I started doing it. Okay, here's the last thing I thought in my brain. I think in bowling, you should be able to take like practice shots before you actually start.
Well, warm up.
Yeah, like at golf, you get to use the driving range or do like the chipping and putting. But in bowling, it's just like, no, this is a movement pattern in a sport that you would never otherwise play because you need to be in a very specific place to actually make this happen. And they're like, do it cold. Wear someone else's shoes, grab a ball you've never touched, do it cold. Doesn't that seem ridiculous?
I think you have a point. You have a point.
That's all I wanted.
Like, what's the oil level on the lane today? Like,
No.
Is it fresh? Has it been a week? Did they have glow in the dark bowling here last night? And somebody busted them up a little bit. Maybe somebody had a little foul over the line. We don't know about it.
Imagine you go to the golf course. They're like, today you're gonna wear someone else's shoes. You're gonna golf with somebody else's clubs, and we're not gonna tell you whether we just watered the greens or not.
Oh, and here's the balls that you can use. They're ours, and you can't use anybody else's.
Yeah,
You can't bring your own. You can, but you don't have one. You don't have any.
you get a sleeve of yellow range balls. Like, it's ridiculous.
I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. I know Didi disagrees with you, but
No,
like you're probably
I would-
anti-bowling.
Okay,
anyways.
well, Didi loves horse racing. He's probably a bowling purist too. So go ahead, Didi.
Okay,
Bowling
well,
purist.
I was the second best bowler in the state of West Virginia.
Oh, see.
So that's a
You
fact.
and PDW. Let me tell you,
So-
that's my guy.
Just to let you know, I guess
Didi,
you
What
you
did
guys didn't know this?
What did you not
No.
accomplish when you played
guys didn't know
basketball
this?
against LeBron? You were like a track star. You got a scholarship to play basketball, and you passed all that up.
That's
You guys
true.
didn't-
No, we didn't know this. How have you never said this? I'd be
guys
wearing
didn't
this
know
on
this about the
I'd be
bowling?
wearing this on shirts, brother.
Wait, you guys didn't know this about the bowling?
Second best bowler
Second
in
best
Brooke
bowler in
County.
West Virginia.
Wait, you guys didn't know this about bowling for real?
For real?
About bowling or about you?
About bowling? About me and bowling?
No.
No.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, yeah, like really, really good. Um,
Chris, change
Anyway.
your topic. Let's do this when Didi's not here. Let's do
because all right, so if you guys have you guys watched How I Met Your Mother?
No.
Of
Oh.
course.
All right. Well, Robin Sparkles, how like Robin, there's an episode like she's afraid to go to the mall, and they find out that she was a Canadian pop star and she had to do the mall tour.
To the mall.
Yeah. Well, and she's afraid to go to the malls because like she went on the mall tour and that's all she ever did. And that's how I am with bowling alleys. Like I hate Bowling alleys.
DD's afraid
I
the
hate bowling
paparazzi
alleys.
You
is
afraid your
gonna show
celebrity's
up.
going to
No,
show?
it's not that. I just hate bowling alleys. I was in them so much.
He's
I
here.
hate them. Like people will be like, "Oh, dude, let's go bowling," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get sick that day for sure."
It's like
For sure. I hate it. I
It's like-
hate it.
It's like if Randy Moss shows up in Rand, West Virginia. That's like if
Oh.
DD shows up in
Yeah.
any bowling alley.
Any bowling alley.
That's
They're
not
booking lanes like 1 to 20, and he's like, "Can I have lane 76 down there by myself,
I
please?"
hate bowling alleys.
You can't.
Like, I hate them so much. Like, Saoirse had a bowling event for Girl Scouts, and I was like, Siobhan, I can't do it.
You're
Please
like, I can't with
take
the
her.
autographs
Take
anymore.
her. I will take the other kids anywhere. I cannot do it.
I'm so glad of all the topics that I picked this one today.
Yeah.
Why have you-
but
why have you
anyways,
not-
why would you want to make something longer? That's my problem. It takes too long already. Like, just bowl.
It's not
One
like I
frame.
need to hit 100
No.
balls, right? Like with golf,
One
like
frame.
you're going to be using different clubs that have different stances. You got one ball, you got 2 feet, you got one lane. I just need
Yeah.
like 5.
And then pins that have to reset and all that. No.
I
Oh,
need
It's a
like
whole
gosh, not
process with bowling. No.
I need
It's
like
like manual.
I know. Still,
Well,
it's a process.
It is West Virginia, Dan. They might have a
Takes
guy
long.
back.
Longer.
Yeah.
This takes longer.
Garrett, these are warm ups. Don't reset them.
No. Nobody wants warm-ups in bowling. It just makes it longer. No.
How about you
No.
just pins up?
This Bowling
Pins
already
up.
takes
Pins up
long
warm
enough.
up. That's what we call it. The pins up warm up.
I don't
We
even
don't need pins.
Yeah, I
We
don't
just
need
need the
pins.
flow of the lane.
I
Pins
just-
up warm up.
That's exactly it. Thank you. See, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Dan, you can go next.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to keep talking about bowling. Do you like duck pin bowling, or is that offensive to you? That's like a golfer going mini golfing, right?
Or Top Golf.
I've never done the duck pin. Siobhan loves duck pin bowling. I've heard all about it a million times. But yeah, I've never done it. But no.
This is incredible.
DD, they don't. That's not an option on the circuit. So
Will you guys just go, please?
Oh,
Dan, get it off your chest.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I want to talk about bowling some more.
yeah.
I
Wow.
hate
All
you
right.
guys. I
Pin in
truly
that
hate you
one.
guys.
Wow. Boy, you giving us some serious ammunition.
I didn't know you
Guess
guys
what?
didn't. I didn't know you guys didn't know this. That is like a fun fact of mine. I use
We're-
that all the time.
We're gonna be together at a wedding here in a couple weeks, and every new person I meet, I am telling them that about you.
Yes. Do you know this is the second best bowler in the history of the state of West Virginia?
History? No.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna say that. And
Like
and we're gonna be together.
1996.
We're gonna be together again in a couple of months, and I bet you the place we're going has some phenomenal bowling alleys.
Oh, buddy.
And we'll find one.
Dude, they got some lanes.
Tell him you got a reservation, and then boom, all of a sudden he hears like it's the pins falling.
I don't really.
Can't wait.
I really don't like you
Can't
guys.
wait. Can't wait. All right, I'll go.
You brought it up.
I don't like
You.
guys.
Okay, so there's a topic that came up probably I don't know a year ago, something like that, and you could say it fired me up a bit. And you're probably thinking that sounds like any episode in the history of this program.
Or any
You're right.
or any drive to work that you've ever had.
Right. Very fair. Very fair. But that same topic has reared its ugly head once again. And boys, I'm here to give it justice again. And if you're in the central United States, you may know where I'm going. But I'm not here to talk about you because it's not about you. Canada is on fire once again.
Is it really?
Yes. Once again, Canada is on fire. And all of the headlines and Weather Channel notifications are about the incoming smoke and how annoying that's going to be.
Oh my God.
How much smoke? Where is it going? Who's going to be affected? But once again, here we are. Do we care that our neighbor to the north is burning ablaze acres by the second? No, of course not. Of course not. You know what I mean? And like, listen, I know there's a little tension between the two right now. Not on this side. I know some people in this country not the biggest fan of Canada. I love Canada. That's why I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Canada. I see you. I can see you're on fire. And I'm less concerned about our southern asses and about a little bit of smoke that's going to be in the air covering our skies. You know what I mean? Like, would you go over to, like, if you're neighbor's house was burning down, that's like you going like, get the smoke away over here. It's gonna get in the air. And you're just like watching it burn. No, call help. Be there. Be a supportive neighbor. Canada, I'm here for you. We, as a podcast, we are here for you, guys. Save Canada. Save Canada.
I got a couple things here. If my neighbor's house was burning all summer, I'd get a little pissed.
You'd be like, you're getting soot on the siding. Could you please?
Like
the soot.
If they have an emergency, something catching on fire, oh, how can I help? But if this happens like 2 months, like figure it out. Like we gotta figure it, because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. In true Dan fashion, the last time this happened, you were on the scene, Dan. You were on the scene.
That's true.
Reporting from the flames. And I'm so happy that you could bring this to our audience today, because if you saw Didi and Mai's face, if you're listening and not watching, we just learned this right now.
See?
Yeah. Just honestly, just heard of it. Canada wildfires create unhealthy air for millions in the Midwest is the first thing that comes up when I Googled Canada fires.
Exactly. That's a problem.
That's the first thing that comes up. It's talking about North Dakota and some of the other, and basically all the Great Lakes states are having issues with the air coming from Canada. They're like, yo, stop your fires, Canada.
Jeez. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh God. Well, Dan, thank you for letting us know.
Someone's got to do it. I'm glad it's me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
In Saskatchewan, the fires are happening. Manitoba, where we at?
Manitoba Moose, Johan
That's
Hedberg.
Right. That's right.
It's all happening, man. Well, Dan, thanks for updating us.
Hey, of course. Yeah. Someone's got to tell the story. Someone's got to tell the truth.
Listen, you heard it here first on the brunch break.
Literally.
Oh man. Actually, I was gonna say one thing, but I'm gonna leave it till music, because I'll leave it to the end of the podcast. I'm not gonna say it at the top of the podcast. So there's that. So there's been a lot of discussion about flag football in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably the dumbest thing in the world. Legitimately the dumbest thing in the world. And so the NFL, owners got together in their meetings and were like, you know what? We'll let the players do it. Let's do this. So now the people who do flag football in the United States are mad because they think they are the best flag football players in the world. And I have to say that when I read this, Daryl Doucette guy is very outspoken about this. He is very angry about it and thinks that they are the best flag football players in the world. And I, sir, please stop. Please stop. The only thing I wonder right now, though, is if they get beat, like Jordan Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, whoever else, Lamar Jackson, and they get beat, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. And so I really think that the NFL players should just do what the Olympics did with basketball. They waited until they got beat, and then they brought the dream team to Barcelona in 1992. And they're shut it down. So I think what needs to happen is the NFL players should sit out and let Daryl Doucette and his crew do their thing, lose to whatever country, and then people are excited about NFL players coming in and winning a gold medal. So wait till 2032, guys. That's what I need to get off my chest. Just wait. So you can see what you're up against. Because I don't know what Japan's got going on in flag football. But
that's a great
I'd
point.
rather just wait and see what other countries got going on. Just wait.
There needs to be some sort of punishment if they were to lose. There has to be. I don't know what it would be, but there has to be. Because you're right. That would be the utmost embarrassing thing ever.
Could you imagine if you're friggin' Justin Jefferson and you get locked down by some I don't know, like the Sudan. And then we're watching football on Sunday. And like that's what they're putting all over social media is just you getting locked down by dude from the Sudan.
No, you could never.
They
live
don't
that
care
down.
what you just did. Doesn't matter how many yards you go for during your Hall of Fame ceremony in 2035. They're gonna be like, dude, remember when you got locked down by that dude from the Sudan? Like, no. Like, I'm telling you, just wait. Like, just wait. Like, wait till you gotta lose. And then NFL players come in and save the day. Do that. Just wait.
I just don't get why this is necessary to have it in there to begin with. I don't like the idea of like the global competition of sports to find out who is this sportiest. Why are we not playing the actual sport, right? This is clearly because we're so good at it that nobody else can even manufacture something resembling competitive in the sport. So they're gonna do like the recess version of it. Like there's golf in the Olympics. Are they playing frisbee golf in the Olympics? Are they frolfing?
I love to frolf.
I don't think they're frisbee golf. I hate it. I hate the basketball like 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 or whatever they like. Why are we doing this stuff? Like it's not an indication of it. I don't know. It's the Diet Coke version of the thing we really want to compete at. And so I don't get why we're doing this.
Bro, I'm with you. I have absolutely no idea why flag football is in the Olympics. I don't get it. This is what people play in college, and everyone who ever played college, like flag football in college, I was annoyed by.
Yeah.
I played one game of flag football when I was in college during intramurals, and I was like, you guys think you're getting like recruited by the flag football like league? And obviously they did, because this was a thing that I did not know about. So
forgot about that. Yeah, that was like very much an extension of the kids who lived for high school football and then went to college but didn't get a scholarship.
Dude.
But then they were playing in leagues with people like me who played trumpet. You know?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
A lot of football managers played.
I was on a team.
Football. Yeah.
I was on a team that had plays. Like
that's the other thing. They have to like. How are these going to be able to get on the same page? Because you have to work. They have to like make the team in advance. In like trying to do this all between training camps sounds like it's going to be rather tricky. And like obviously the risk of injury is far lower in flag football. Maybe that's part of the reason they're doing it, because it'd be like we would literally murder somebody from another country.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they don't play football.
They don't play
everywhere.
football.
Like football is played here. Like that's basic.
Right.
That's
It would
basically
be
it, right?
yeah. They could literally do the United States versus the world, every gold medal on the line, and we win. It'd be over.
Yeah.
So,
but they just don't play it. They don't play it there. So
the other thing that's interesting is like it's 3 years away.
Yeah.
So like Justin Jefferson, Patrick Mahomes, what are they going to be like? What's their career going to be like in 3 years?
It's going to create some contract disputes. I'll tell you that much. Because if you get Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill to play together in the Olympics and they go off, they're just going to want to play with each other.
It's like the Banana Boat Boys, you know?
Oh yeah.
What it created.
Yeah.
That's what it created. So, whew. Good times.
Yeah. So get ready. 2028.
Hey, we're not that far away from the Winter Olympics. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. February is going to be here before we know it, boys.
Yeah.
Your boy's ready.
Dan is always ready. Dan, that's also where Dan is our eyewitness reporter.
From Italy.
Yes.
Live from Italy.
Didi is bowling in the Olympics?
Man, would you stop?
No, that's a good question.
I don't know the answer to it, but it sounds like you were on the trajectory for it at one point, so I'm curious.
I mean, listen.
Kind of should be. It should have been in before flag football.
What's that sport where they roll the thing on their knees? What's that shit called?
Talking about curling?
There you go. Curling.
Roll
that
the
thing
on their knees.
They roll the thing and they go like this and they look down at it. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that bowling should definitely be in the Olympics because like that. I'm sure bowling has been in the Olympics. It's just like.
What country owns bowling? Is it us?
I feel like
I highly doubt that.
I feel like England and like those European countries in that proximity kind of own those those pseudo sports that you can get really drunk while doing, like darts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pool. Like I feel like that's like a
There's no way
British
we're the
thing to
best at
do.
it. There's just no. I find it hard to believe we'd be the best at it.
Egypt, back in the day, 3200 BC, they'll take claim for found bowling. I don't know. That's why I think it'd be competitive. Because that's
Well,
the
they
thing.
built
It's
the
once
lanes,
that's
so,
the only
like-
way. Yeah, that's the only way. That's why flag football's in is because it's the United States. But I have a feeling, like, to argue your point, DD, I think flag football is going to be one and done because wherever the Olympics is 4 years after that, they have the decision to put something in and they
Yeah.
can pull something like breakdancing is not coming back.
Oh, is this the one that's going
Right.
to be here?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
in
one.
LA.
Here. That's what
In LA.
Oh, no.
So maybe
Because they brought like
football.
softball and baseball back and shit.
Right,
Because that got
right.
pulled and it's back for America. And
Yeah.
they're not even. And here's the thing: they're not even doing it here. They're doing it in Oklahoma.
Oh, at the College World Series.
Yeah, they're doing it in Oklahoma. That's where they're playing it, and people are hit. We're so pissed.
Wait, that's
It was
that's
like a
in
year
Nebraska.
or so ago.
Even where? Yeah,
Is that Omaha?
I think they're playing
Omaha.
in. I believe they're playing. Oh, is where? Okay, maybe
Omaha,
I'm
Nebraska?
saying the wrong O.
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
It's where people. It's where.
Yo,
Yeah,
it's
it's where
sad.
that goes.
What's
Am I saying
sad
that? Omaha.
You said Oklahoma, and I was like, yeah, Omaha's in Oklahoma.
You could have told. Hey, listen. Hey. Listen.
CD, did you know that there's fires in Canada right now?
Yeah, they might be getting some smoke in Omaha. Jeez.
Geography brought to you by the Brunch Breakdown.
Yeah.
Dude, I did a shoot with a girl from France this week, and she was talking about how she wants to see like the whole country, and she's only been in New York and Miami, blah blah. She really wants to see the middle, and I was like,
Don't.
for what?
Don't.
I was like, she was like, what? I was like, I'm from the middle. What? To do what?
Yeah.
Why? She's like, well, I just want to see the country's huge. And I was like, if you want to do it, but like, you know.
Between the Mississippi and like the Colorado Rocky Mountains, just you don't need to just skip that area.
Just go to
fly
one of
over
them.
it. Just fly over it.
If you really want to see it, go to one of them for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll quickly be like, gotta change my flight. Why did I do this for? Why am I
Yeah.
doing this for a week?
A lot of corn.
Go to Chicago. That's middle enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you need.
God. Oh man. Well, let's get into some brews. Let's do it.
Stay.
Christopher Gates, what you been sipping on this week? I hope something. Sounds like you've had a week one.
Straight chlorine.
No, I haven't been drinking. I have two from semi recently, but I don't have notes about them. I don't know why I put these in here with no notes. So I'm just gonna actually come back to me, and I'm gonna figure out what the hell I drank. Come back to me. I'm not crit. He ain't dead. Come back to me, and I'll figure this out. All right.
Oh man. Cutwater strawberry margarita fire. It's the canned cocktails. It's that time of year, baby. Open up a canned cocktail on the porch, put some ice in it, call it a day. Be your own bartender. Cutwater. There you go.
But you are leading the pack in introducing the pre-made, canned, bottled, pre-whatever cocktails. And I don't know which one's the best because you think you've promoted all of them.
Cutwater is really good.
Okay. All right.
Cutwater's and they got a lot of cool things going on. Cutwater's really good. They have they've got some good stuff. So shouts to Cutwater.
All right.
It might be mainstay in the patio cooler.
All
It's
right.
Cutwater.
All right.
Yeah.
Chris, are you ready?
I am ready.
Go for it.
I have Rome Brewing Company on my list, which is from Orange County. And I wanted to shout this out because all the way back to that trip, which was, I guess, a month ago now, when we were out there, we went on a boat cruise of like the harbor in, what was that place?
Newport.
Newport.
Yep.
And which was a lot of fun. The dude driving the boat, these were like they're like the golf cart of boats. I forget what they're called. They're like really tiny. It's like 8 people on a boat. Duffy boat. Is that what they're
There
called?
you go. Yeah.
Duffy boat.
'Cause I was gonna say duck boat, but I was like, that's not it.
I wanted to
really?
say ducky. Yeah. It's
Just Ducky. You went out the West Coast to do some Just Ducky tours.
Yeah, well, they got rid of them down here, so I gotta find one somewhere. Yeah. So Duffy boat cruise, and the dude that was driving the boat, our captain,
Okay.
was co-owner of a brewery, the brewery that he was co-owner of. It's called Rome Beer Company. Okay. And so I didn't actually get to try any of the beer because like they're still growing, but it was like really cool to talk to this dude about just like the specifics. I kind of nerd out on like business stuff nowadays and the specifics of how they get their beer into different distributors. You'd think that like, oh, once some people try our beer, the word of mouth just spreads and then everybody wants to sell our beer. And it's like, no, like they have a sales guy who hits up like 20 different places a day to have them try the beer. Hopefully they'll want to try it and then like talk through and like try to negotiate, which leads to contracts down the road. It's like this whole entire process that I was unfamiliar with completely before talking to this dude. So it was very, very interesting. He was a really cool guy and I appreciated the boat ride. But Rome Brewing, is it Rome Brewing Company? Yeah, Rome Brewing Company, and it's ROM, which Dan loves. It's got that little was that like a umlaut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rome with a umlaut.
Room.
ROM Brewing Company in Orange County.
Nice.
That sounds like my dream job. Co-owner of a brewery and then just like doing boat tours during the day.
Yeah.
My gosh. If that doesn't scream
talking.
Steel City, that dude is living it.
And he surfs, and so like when he was telling us about like the swell and like the big like the best place, and he was like talking about jet skis. He's like, "Oh yeah, when the jetties go by." I'm like, "Bro, you're the most surfer dude I've ever talked to. This is unbelievable." He's living the life for sure. He had a friend who like doesn't have a job, just lives on a boat and goes between Orange County and Catalina Island. We're like, "What does he do for work?" And he's like, "Well, he doesn't really have a job, but when he needs a job, he just like gets out of his boat and works somewhere for a couple weeks." It was such a California experience for me, man. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Dream living. The brew for me this week feature is coming from Hitchhiker, which has been on this podcast many a plenty. They got something different. So I've certainly talked about their series called the Bottle Service, which is essentially a mimosa style sour, and it's phenomenal. Well, they introduced a variation recently, the Rosé Bottle Service, and it's exactly what you're thinking. Rosé style mimosa. So this sucker's brewed with oranges, tangerines, raspberry, strawberry, and peach. Tastes like a mimosa, tastes like a sour. It's tart. It was still creamy. It was just a little peachy, a little orangey. Beautiful, beautiful variation of the bottle service. They have nailed this one. Nobody has come anywhere close to representing this style than Hitchhiker. This bottle service, this mimosa style. It's phenomenal. The Rosé Bottle Service. That's it this week.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. Well, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right. Well, let's get into the main menu. Childhood crushes. Why is this on the menu? I know somebody sent it for something.
Chris.
Is there any real reason?
Yeah, you tell us about it.
We just saw it and we're just like, let's do it.
I just saw a post that was like, shoot, where is it? Yeah, I can try and pull it up. There was a post about like the best, the heartthrobs of basically our era of growing up. Let me see if I can find it. Suppose that would have been good for me to find before we started recording.
Well, I mean, you don't have to find the post, but yeah.
But yeah, that was the main theme of it, and it had a picture of Topanga just at her best.
Yeah, top 5 childhood crushes. Well, Christopher, give us yours. Let's go.
Yeah. So, you know what's interesting is Topanga's number one for me. Okay, I loved Boy Meets World. That was my show. So Topanga was always the one.
Okay.
I got a top 3. So it was Topanga at number 1. Number 2 for me was Kelly Kapowski.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To the point where I have some shirts about her. Okay. I have shirts for Topanga and shirts for Kelly. And then third, I looked this up before. Wait, come right back to me. I'm gonna get you my third. I want to make sure I get her name right.
This dude, man.
This guy just and we'll be back after the break.
Now a word from Cutwater.
Oh, okay. I got her name. Christine Taylor. She played, I think, Melody in the show Hey Dude on Nickelodeon. Do you remember this one?
Okay.
Kind of a deep cut.
Wait a minute. I need a
I mean,
visual.
Christine Taylor.
Oh, good call. Look at you.
She's very famous. Like,
Look at you.
She had one hell of a career, but when she was in Hey Dude, it was like at the beginning of it, and I loved that show because I loved her.
Nice.
Great call. Great call.
Nice. Well, I didn't rank mine, but like
You should have.
Topanga's obviously on there. I saw her she did an episode of sneaker shopping for Complex like this week recently, and she was talking about being everyone's like childhood crush or whatever like that. And anyways, Topanga, Destiny's Child as a whole.
The group.
Just the group.
The child.
Just Destiny and all the children.
Well, 4
As
or
a
3?
group. 4.
Okay.
4. Because
OG 4 then. All right.
If we're saying childhood, right? They became the 3 when I was in high school. That's a little older, but like I'm talking about the 4 that came on the scene with No 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 and like with 95 or something. Crazy. I saw them open up for TLC, who opened up for Boyz II Men at Star Lake.
Holy
in like
cow.
95 or 96.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And they had one song. They sang No 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 3 times in 3 different ways. The slow version, like another version, and then the Wyclef version. Yeah. Yep. They probably sang something else, but whatever.
All right.
Anyways. So yeah, it's Topanga, Destiny's Child, Hillary Banks, Gia from Full House. Do you guys remember Gia?
Gia.
Oh,
that
Gia.
was DJ's friend.
That was Stephanie's friend.
Stephanie's friend. Yeah. She was.
Oh
friend,
my gosh!
Gia.
What a call by you.
Gia
That's
from
another
Full
deep
House.
cut. Let's go.
Gia. Yeah.
She was in some other stuff in that era.
She was the bad girl in all the things.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
She was just like, because all the shows were like white and blonde people, right? So like she would come in and she would wear like a leather jacket with dark hair, and she was the bad girl and everything. It was just like, it was like, oh man,
goodness.
this dark haired girl with the leather jacket. Oh, but yeah, so Gia was in a lot of things, and she played somebody's mom in something that me and Siobhan were watching like recently, and I was like, fam, still got it.
Jeez.
Still got it. And I hadn't seen her in years, and I was like, oh my god, that's 100% Gia. That's 1000% Gia. And then and then my last, this was a hard one because the last was kind of tough, but I'm gonna go with Carmen Electra. Because Carmen Electra was everything to me. And what the fuck was that show on MTV called? God damn it, what was that show cald on MTV? It was the dating show, Singled Out.
Singled
Out. And when she showed up on there, because Jenny McCarthy was on there at first, and Jenny McCarthy, if she's on your list, shouts to you, no problem there. But when Carmen Electra showed up, I was like, holy hell. Instant viewing. So shouts to, Topanga, Destiny's Child, Hillary Banks, Gia from Full House, and Carmen Electra. Those are the top 5.
Wow, dude. Wow. That Gia one just like completely effed my list up big time.
Dude.
Now Dan's thinking of all the dark troubled girls and all the other shows he watched.
Yeah, my gosh, you really got me good. All right. I'm gonna go a little bit off the board here from what you guys have done.
Okay.
Starting off, I think this one was in the post that you had sent, Chris, but the Pink Ranger, Power Rangers. Early
Thank you
on
for your service.
the Pink. Yes, thank you very much. The Pink Ranger. If I say the name Anna Chlumsky, does that ring a bell with either of you two?
Yes.
Pretty well-known actress nowadays. Where'd she get her start? The movie My Girl. With
right.
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis. My Girl. Early 90s.
There's a lot of Googling going on during this segment.
Cause dude, like, and
Yeah.
she had like a resurgence, right? Like she
Definitely,
she's in Veep, right?
She was in Veep. Yep.
Yeah, she like won like some Golden Globes.
That Netflix series about Anna. What's her face?
Inventing Anna.
Inventing Anna.
Oh, that shit.
She was in that.
Inventing Anna's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My Girl 2.
Yeah, dude.
Prime.
Yes.
Okay. Here's another name that probably doesn't ring a bell, especially even nowadays. Larissa Olenek. Ringing a bell?
Oh wait, is that Alex Mack?
The Secret World of Alex Mack, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, she was in a lot of. She was in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Was she?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. She was like.
Oh yeah.
She
Good
was
call.
very
Third Rock
much
from the
like
Sun?
the hot teenage girl for like 5 to 7 years there and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a no-brainer.
Dude, right? Good.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys. Keep going.
Yeah.
I know. This is like so enlightening. I'm so happy about this.
Right. I'm gonna lump these ones together because I'm gonna include Gia from Full House, but also Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen had a moment. They had a moment right after Full House
Right.
where they were doing their own thing, and they were like teenagers because they're like the same age as us. There was a moment in time. It was a little bit brief because then they just got coked out of their minds. Jeez, what a tragedy. Talk about wildfires.
Allegedly.
What a shame.
Let's get the
Pour a couple
allegedly
out.
banner.
Pour two out.
Allegedly,
One for each
allegedly.
of them. So yeah, let's throw them in there together. But Gia takes the cake, if I'm being honest with you, of those ones. And last but not least, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, put that on today's list. Put that on the 20. I mean, she's an all decades team, like 4 decades now at this point. I mean, and she, I think maybe the first sight, Dee Dee, was probably Sister Act 2. Probably around there.
She was on a show on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Called, like Kids Incorporated or something like that. But no, yeah, that was the hard part. It was either Carmen Electra, Jennifer Love Hewitt, or Kelly Kapowski. It was one of those 3.
Someone had to go.
Freaking, I don't know if you guys get served the I
Survivor
don't know if
style.
one of you guys get served the Jennifer Hudson Spirit Tunnel videos where people are just dancing through and they like make these songs about them when they come on her show. Well, anyways, Jennifer Love Hewitt was on there like a few months ago at some point this year, maybe it was last year, and oh my.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's
was
making many all
everywhere.
decades teams. Yeah.
She was
Yep.
everywhere. She was everywhere. She was
Yes.
She was in an episode of Boy Meets World. I had her and Topanga in an episode.
Dude, I mean,
What am I supposed to do? It was a Halloween episode. It was right after Scream, and her name in that episode was Jennifer Love Pfefferman.
dude,
Wow.
Pfeffy, for short.
you see her more. They're rebooting I Know What You Did Last Summer. So
That's right.
for whatever reason, she's gonna be in it. So
She'll be the mom
something.
of some kids getting
Yeah.
chased.
Yep.
Yeah.
Her past troubles will then be passed on to her children.
Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Tale as old as time. Well, that was beautiful, guys.
Yeah. Well done.
That was nice. Well done. Like,
Yeah.
seriously. Good job, guys. Good job. Some deep cuts, some
Yeah.
classics. Like, just shouts it.
It's like
Good work.
3WS, man. This is great.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we have a hard out at what? So, you know what I want to do, though? Guys,
Oh, yeah. You had a question for us, don't you?
I want to give you guys a question. We can do weirdest stuff we saw. We can do that next week. So I have a question for you guys. How many presidents do you know? Don't look them up. Just go. How many presidents do you know?
I know 4. They're right here.
Personally?
How many presidents do you know of the United States?
Personally.
How many
Like-
do you know?
Like, could we list their names?
Could you list right now? How many you know?
I basically just know like there was George Bush, and then there was Bill Clinton, and then there was George Bush, and then there was Barack, and then there was
Chris is
Trump.
like, before 1988, I have no idea.
It's basically since I was a little kid. It's like all the
Um,
people my parents complain about. Then there was Barack, then there was Trump, then there was Biden, and now there's Trump. So I think I can name 7 presidencies in a row.
I would say out of what, 40, I don't want to say
7,
47
right?
because there's somebody's on there twice, obviously. So if out
Yeah,
of maybe
yeah.
46 people,
Yeah.
I could probably get 25. I could probably get 25, maybe.
Okay.
A little more than half.
Okay. Interesting. Because Siobhan asked me this because she was like, "Did you know there was a guy named John Tyler who was president?" And I was like,
Come again?
absolutely not. And I was like, and to top that, I can probably name 10 presidents and I could name 11 because all the ones that what Chris just did, because I
That's
did
half
that.
the
I was
list.
like all that, and I was like, and then the ones that are on like money.
Money.
So it was like Washington, Lincoln, and then it was like Adams, and I was like, and then RFK and Reagan, and that was it. So it was like Reagan, RFK, Adams, Lincoln,
JFK.
Washington,
JFK.
JFK, please don't put that in the universe.
JFK. My bad. JFK.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Okay.
I could probably
I feel good about myself then.
I could probably throw a random Grover Cleveland out there and get right about it. I got there's like some guys like there's probably a president named Reginald at some point,
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, Dwight D. Eisenhower. What do you know about
Yeah.
that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Little Ronald Reagan.
But I just felt pretty good, like, because I've asked this question to several people and they all kind of gave the same answer, and I was like, whew, because there's a lot. Listen, I was not the best student. I got by. You know what I mean? I was good at the stuff I wanted to be good at. I was not good at the stuff I didn't. And man, friggin', I
at
had
bowling.
no idea.
Good at bowling,
No
not
idea.
good at presidents.
Not good at presidents. Good at bowling, not good at presidents.
To test myself a little later, see if I can get to 25 now that
This
I
is-
spoke that.
This is a good lesson though. If you're ever worried about what your legacy is going to be, just understand no one's going to remember you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're really worried that you made a mistake about something or that people are thinking about you, we can't name 30 of the presidents that actually ran the country. Nobody cares.
Wow.
It should be freeing, but just don't do anything illegal.
Interesting.
That's good. Yeah.
It's a
Because
really good
really we
point.
just like Washington, Adams, like, Lincoln did some pretty cool stuff.
TJ,
Oh,
Thomas
yeah,
Jefferson.
He's one of them. See, but that's the thing. But that's the problem with this. Like, I wanted to know, like, right off the bat, like, how many could you name? Like, now, because you
Yeah.
think about it, you can name more, of course.
I'm still thinking
But if
25.
you like,
I'm still
yeah.
thinking 25. I don't think it's going to be higher
and
than
I
that.
still messed up RFK and JFK.
'Cause
So how many do I
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little FDR. You
See?
know?
Well, I'm just saying.
Roosevelt. How many? There's two
Think about it.
Roosevelts, right?
Right off the top. I know there's going to be one listener of the Brunch Breakdown who's going to send me a text, and he's going to be like, you guys are the worst thing in the world.
Yep. See it. I can see it coming.
That's okay.
Can't wait for that to come in on Wednesday or Thursday.
Tell me how that's paying off in your life that you learn that song and all their names. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yes.
All right, boys. Well, that's what I needed to ask you. And let's get into music. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Daniel, what are you listening to this week?
A popular band on the program. A fan of mine. They're fans of mine. Really, is what it all comes down to. But I'm fans of theirs, most importantly, and they've become one of the few bands for me that I've I make it a priority when they have new music coming out that I make sure I listen to it the day that it comes out. The band Camino is back. New songs called Baggy Jeans. You remember the bangers, Daphne Blue, See Through, and they just have this iconic kind of blend of sound. They're from Nashville, and it's not country, but you can kind of pick up on a little bit of where that's coming from. There's just the tiniest bit of
Dan's
influence in
getting
there.
there.
And it's okay.
Dan's
That's as
getting
far as
there.
I'm getting. That's
He's
as
getting
far
there.
as I'm getting.
Dan's going to
so-
be in the country when everybody else is off it. It's going to be like, country's
know.
having like it's a run
Yeah,
right now.
right.
But like Dan's going to get into it. Like 2027, he's going to be like, my God, this is great. And Luke Combs will be a rapper by then, and it's going to be
Right.
a whole thing.
Right.
So.
Jeez.
All right. Well, it's a little bit of a throwback to 2019. Alan Stone. I was watching somebody's Tiny Desk I was watching Leon Thomas's Tiny Desk, and the next video that came up was like Alan Stone's video for Consider Me, which is quite possibly the most beautiful video I've ever seen. I had never seen it. I've heard the song a million times, but Consider Me by Alan Stone I'm putting on the playlist, and go check out that video. It is great. Like, it's so good, and it will make you just really, just want to go hug your wife, your husband, whomever. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Takes you right back to those pre-wedding jitters. It's beautiful. Check it out. Consider Me.
Nice.
All right. There's a couple of bands I want to feature this week that are like throwbacks but becoming relevant. And I know I've missed a few episodes recently, so you guys very well may have put one of these bands on the playlist. But like All American Rejects is making the best comeback I've ever seen. Are you guys following what's happening with them right now?
Yeah.
They're doing a tour that is specifically house parties. It's amazing. They did like a couple of them. It blew up on social media. Then they put a call out. It's like, do you have a house party you want us to play? Because we're gonna pick one in every state. And it's like the most genius marketing. It's also exactly what I want from that genre of music because when those bands were getting big, we saw them in like 300-person clubs.
Right.
Like one of my dreams has always been to see Blink in like Club Laga. You know what I mean? That's what I love that shit. So I'm gonna put some of the classics from All American Rejects on the playlist this week.
Nice. Hey man, I think dude, there's gonna be a big course correction with this. Like of these big stadium tours, I think things are about to get like smaller.
Good.
Still expensive, but I think things are gonna get smaller. I really do.
Good.
I love it.
Good. Let's see. Next one up for me, the Beaches. These ladies just freaking rock. There's no other way to put it. Their album "Blame My Ex" is what like blew them up, got them on the scene, and now a new album is already on the way. The single is out called "Did I Say Too Much," and they're gonna have another moment. The Beaches, Summer of the Beaches, Beaches on the Beaches. Let's do it.
Amine, he's a not very popular rapper, but he had this song called Caroline that was like big. I mean, shit, like probably 9 years ago at this point. But anyways, he put out an album that is like perfect for summer. I'm gonna put Vacay on the playlist, but the whole album you could just play at your barbecue, whatever it is. You just throw this on and it's just on. It's like a lot of house music and it's just really freaking good. So Amine, 13 Months of Sunshine's the album, but Vacay I'm going to put on the playlist.
Wheatus is all of a sudden popping up all over the place too for the song Teenage Dirtbag. I don't know if it was a Tiny Desk or if they did like some other like acoustic concert. I don't know where it happened, but this clip went viral because I think a lot of people thought like I listen to Iron Maiden, but like I think a lot of people thought that was a girl singing it. And this clip went viral because it's a dude singing falsetto. And now they're like being pulled up on stage by Good Charlotte and like all of these other huge acts to play their song. So we're going to put Teenage Dirtbag on the playlist this week by Wheatus. And
Nice.
Shout out to a band I never thought would be on TikTok.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Last one for me. We'll go from the Beaches to Beach Weather. Okay, Beach Weather, the deluxe version of their awesome album from last year, Melted, is out now, and it includes a new song called Tulips. And this band just really knows how to write an incredibly catchy melody with like bass and guitar, and it doesn't sound like anybody else. It's just super well done. They do it again here. Beach Weather, indeed.
Well, I'm gonna go a little left turn here, guys. Possibly the worst song of 2025. Here we go.
Let's go.
MGK and Julia Wolf, friends of the Brunch Breakdown. I
Yeah.
love Julia Wolf. We love what MGK has been doing.
Yeah.
They put out a cover of Iris,
Oh no.
and it is
Uh-oh.
something that no one needed in 2025.
Yeah, boy.
So, I don't want the world to listen to this song, but I need you all to listen to it.
Wow.
So, Iris, MGK, and Julia Wolf, who both individually right now at this moment have really good music out,
Yeah.
but they came together to do a cover of a TRL classic.
That's a
And
shame.
there's no need for it. So, possibly the worst song of 2025.
They're not all tens, you know? They're not all tens. My last one, the band Millington, one of my favorite new ska bands, put out a new EP. It's called Fade Out. And so I'm going to put the title track to that, Fade Out, on the playlist. Enjoy yourself some ska this week, ladies and gents.
Beautiful. Well, that is the playlist. Make sure you check out the Sounds of Brunch on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the Sounds of Brunch. 2 weeks of songs. Check it out. All right, boys, that has been another delicious episode of the Brunch Breakdown. Shorter episode this week, but hey, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, final thoughts on the Brunch Breakdown. Let's go.
For anyone out there listening or watching, I just hope we bowled you over with laughter.
And that's the brunch breakdown. We're out.